Hi, my name is Karishma Chabria. I am 35 years of age. I am from Mumbai. My height is 5'7". And a 3-4 line description about me. So, I am a woman with many dreams, many inspiration. I have been in the aviation industry. I've been in an international public speaker. I have also won Mrs. India in 2017, again won Lady of Brilliancy India in 2018, and then got a chance to represent India internationally in 2018 as well. That's about me. I am married. I have a 12-year-old son, and I'm a pageant coach. I'm a corporate trainer. I do a lot of things, and fashion is something I absolutely love. So here are a few questions that I need to answer. So one good quality that I get praised for a lot is the fact that I am a natural influencer, and people tend to follow me very often and often ask for advices on so many things. So that is one of my most endearing qualities. I've also been told that I have a very good smile, and I also have a very tender heart, which again I agree. My biggest achievement has been winning Mrs. India. I think that was a moment of pride, and since then I've only had a journey that's gone upwards. So it's been amazing for me. My biggest fear. So I think fear means a fake evidence appearing real. So I don't really have any particular fear as such, but yes, I do fear. Someday that I do fear the fact that I might just not be as motivated as I am today. So I want to make sure that my internal motivation always stays alive. My high time in life has been, of course, so many high times. Every time I've done well in my education, in the fashion industry, it's always been high time for me. Having my son was high time for me. Low time was, of course, when I did lose a few family members, and the last few days of the lockdown, we've had all highs and lows, but all in all, survived pretty okay. All right, one thing you can't live with, I cannot live with deceit, dishonesty, and complacency. I'm somebody who's extremely highly motivated and always on the go, always on the run, doing and wanting more in life. So that is what I can live with and I cannot live with. Why do I want to come on the show? Because I read about the show and I got to know about it from a friend, and it's an extremely interesting concept because fashion is so close to my heart. And it says what does fashion mean to you is the next question. So these two are connected. Fashion for me is something that is not following a trend blindly. For me, fashion is something that defines you as a person. Okay, so I'm going to continue the fact that fashion means being in your skin. Fashion also means to me not following a trend blindly and doing what suits your body the most and suits what your comfort is the most. So I want to be on the show because I really want to tell people to follow fabrics, to follow styles that work for their bodies, and not just follow a trend because everybody else is following it. My OOTD for the last few weeks has been lots of different gowns and lots of different dresses because I'm in the pageant industry and I'm a coach. I have been coaching the pageant queens for some time now, and the last whole week I was in sessions. So I was busy dressing up and removing all my gowns and my stilettos and all of that. So that has been my OOTD for the last whole week. What am I wearing right now? I'm wearing a pair of denim shorts and a basic black t-shirt because I really am so comfortable in my body hugging t-shirts. I'm very, very comfortable in my white t-shirts. Black and white are my favorite colors, and I wear sneakers most of the time, and I love my neon sneakers, and that's what I pair with most of my denims and t-shirts. I love wearing classy neck pieces like these, which are delicate, which at the same time are feminine. I also love wearing heavy neck pieces with a lot of outfits which have absolutely no work. So I keep changing from Western to Indian as and when. Why do I want to be an influencer? What will I get? So I think I'm already an influencer because I do influence people in choosing their careers. I influence their mindsets. I influence them choosing skin products, picking up hair products. So I'm already an influencer, and I think doing the show will teach me a lot. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Ideal influencer, as for me, I love people whom I follow who are not even called as influencers. So I love following Kareena Kapoor because I absolutely love her style. And that is an influencer, according to me, that you don't have to tell people I'm an influencer, and yet they manage to influence you. What if I get a lot of money and a big brand comes with lower products? I will not do it, because I think that really takes my reputation at stake and my brand's reputation at stake. So no matter how much money is involved, I will not promote a brand unless and until I am happy with it. So it's very important that I give my fans, my audience, the exact input that they should have, and I should not mislead them. I wouldn't want that, so I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. Alright, so current influencer community, I think it's great. The number of influencers are bringing in so many opportunities and so many products. So I love the current influencer community. But yes, I just hope they're all honest. So how much access would I give the audience? I think I would give a lot of access to the audience, because when you're an influencer and they believe you or trust you for the products, I think they must have an access to asking questions to you. And I think that's where you need to bring in yourself as a person as well, and not just be so much like a robot that you only help in influencing and nothing else. So I would love to be there for my audience. Collaboration or competition? Why? For me, both, because they are both so different. I think healthy competition really makes you better than what you are. And I believe the saying which says, if you are in a room where you are the best, you are in the wrong room. And collaboration, because you cannot work alone. The idea is to work together. I may be good in something, there may be someone else who's good in something else. So I love collaboration and I love competition, some good competition. The views on fashion industry being female dominant, I don't think so. I think the fashion industry is a mix of all genders. And that is what's so beautiful about it, because everybody gets their individual styles. So gender, I don't think, is anywhere a part of fashion industry. However, yes, I do agree that a lot of women are the customers most of the time. So that part is female dominant, because if I wonder where my entire bank balance of the last year went, I remember it's all in my wardrobe, because I bought so much stuff. So I know that female dominant where customers are concerned, but when it comes to being a part of the fashion industry, setting trends, I think all genders are a part of it, and it's so amazing. Difference between an Instagram model and an influencer. So to be a model, you must have the perfect body, they must have the perfect hair, perfect smile, perfect everything, and that's when you'll be called a model. But to be an influencer, you don't need to be a perfect model. Neither do you have to have a perfect body. You must have a good sense of fashion. You must know what you are promoting. You must also be able to influence people's thoughts, and that is what matters. And I think I'm very good at it, because I know I work so honestly with everybody that people automatically want to know and follow. I don't need to sell anything, because I just get a lot of love, is all I can say. So that is what being an influencer is for me, and I'm kind of loving the concept of the show, and I'm hoping I can be a part of it in some way. Thank you. Bye bye.